What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Inform Casemiro. If you want cheap and reliable coins, go over to U7Buy in the description. Look at all the coins, go to your purchase, and before you hit checkout, make sure you use the discount code JT11. Use the code and you should get 5% off all of your FIFA 23 coins. So we're looking at these 110,000 coins CDM, 90 rated. He managed to get the draw in the end of the Manchester United and Chelsea game. So I kind of get why he got an inform, but I suppose a goal from DM, I suppose, is not bad. But it is just a draw. There was no win there. So he's got it very, very luckily, I think, in this. I'll absolutely take. It is only a +1, and the fact is, he's lengthy. So Casemiro is a 2-star, 3-star, high, well, medium high, right-footed, 6'1". Definitely doesn't look that tall, but apparently, power, free kick, and team player are the two traits. In terms of the stats, this is where it becomes very beneficial that this guy is lengthy straight off the bat, because we need the shadow straight away. The shadow is a must, and then the rest will be history. So let's go and whack him on here. We'll get the shadow straight on and show you what it looks like. It should give him 73 pace now on the overall, as well as 94 defending, turning him into a 90 DM or a 92 centre back if you really wanted to. In terms of shot power, we've actually got quite a lot of it, as well as long shot, good passing on the short and long game. Agility balance is a little bit less, good reactions, good composure, and then the defending and physicals are very nice. The lengthy element will always play a massive factor in this card, because you don't get too many centre mids. There is still plenty to choose from, but there is not necessarily hundreds and hundreds of options. So we're just going to jump straight into him, see what the pace is like, see if this card's usable, and see what price we'd look at. Casemiro coming straight on it. I do think this card should be absolutely fantastic going forward and backwards in terms of just generally being on the ball. I'm hoping he plays really well, because this card is a definite want for a red pick if I've ever wanted one in my life. I'm going to find him here. Like I say, the lengthy element, it may seem a little bit kind of stiff at times, and that is what the lengthy element kind of is. You kind of have to get to your max speed to really reach that potential. Delete again. Oh, very, very close to getting that. Was kind of really trying to hit him before he got that pass off. And especially with Delete, he's coming in very cheap. And I can imagine he will just drop down to pretty much discard inform price at one point. Casemiro's going to watch him. Let's have a look at the pace. Yeah, you can see it. There is no way, and this is the problem with the lengthy meta, is there is no way that he only has, what, 70? I'm going to maybe concede 73 pace. There is no way that this card is got 73 pace. We've seen what that looks like. Look at the pace on that. That is not 73. And that is where the broken meta of the lengthy really is a problem. And it's going to be to the point where most people just do lengthy cards and that's it. Because really on new gen, there is no point any other. Or we do all of the non-lengthy reviews on the old gen, which again, it depends on how many people is going to want to watch that. Into Casemiro again. We're going to just take a little detour. You can definitely tell the agility balance is not quite there. If we manage to get a card that does have that increase, then to be honest, if he keeps his lengthy, then we're looking at a fantastic card. I'm going to try and find him here. Like I say, his turning is just not that impressive. Does manage to win it there though. Little flick by Mbappe across goal, and Mignan with a save. Good interception from that. Very, very lacked pass there. Casemiro is going to be running on. Kimmich going to find him. Looking for Brolin if we can. It's a good pass through. It's a solid shot, but a good save from Lloris. Oh, what a tackle from Casemiro. Finds Brolin. He's going to go for that shot. I should have took a touch after. But that is a solid interception from the Brazilian. Oh, Casemiro is doing everything right. He just wants me to get him in red. I guarantee I won't get him now, but he is looking actually good for the level. I'm going to say high end. He will be good, but he will be washed out if you don't necessarily... Oh, imagine. He will be washed out if you're going against a pro team. If you're going against your icons, your top-end informs, specials, all of that jazz, he will definitely look out of place at times. But for right now, in, I'd say, anything from average to okay divisions, you're going to be looking pretty nice for him. He's not necessarily going to be a massive hindrance, and that's coming from a 73 pace card. I think Casemiro is doing a standout job. Really, really top end. I think if you are wanting somebody like a Casemiro, you're definitely not wanting... Ooh, nearly a hat-trick. You're wanting somebody who's not necessarily going to be massively on the ball, maybe for a couple of runs, nothing too crazy. You want a few dribbles, you want a few little passes, maybe a shot or two outside the edge of the box, which is always capable of most players, and that's about it. He will give you that job, and he'll give you the defending as well. That is where Casemiro will be very, very kind of important to teams, and that's kind of about it for him. He's just always in this drop position as well, which is really, really top end for him. Definitely needs to be on ready, on point to get through it every time. Good take from Casemiro. Again, like I say, in terms of winning the ball back, he's done it so well in these past couple of matches. Oh, he's just read it like a book. Casemiro, what can you do? He's gone... Okay, not quite what I was going for. Good interception from Casemiro. So if we're going into the overall for Casemiro then, honestly, he's been playing really, really well. Pace-wise, as much as it pains me to say, it really doesn't make that much of a difference, which is terrifying. When you've got a base card of what? How much was it? 65 that goes up to 73 with a shadow. It's a good upgrade, don't get me wrong. 65 without the shadow is going to still feel a little bit slow. But a +8 should mean this card is still slow. He was running that midfield. Yes, I definitely think they had agility balance. If it just had that slight increase, this card would be absolutely fantastic. But he does have that bit of a stocky vibe. You can't really twist and turn with him too much, which is a pretty standard. We kind of thought that to begin with. But it's the pace for me that is just mind-blowing that it is that little value other than the accelerate type. That is crazy. Obviously, off-gen or old-gen probably won't use this card, mainly because of the pace, and that's the whole point of where this lengthy meta has really taken to a new level. Defending and physical side of it, absolutely no problem at all. Great interceptions on the ball. Passing out is good. He's even got a little bit of a shot on him as well. If you get into that position, I would probably hold him back and bring him forward to give the pass away. Then obviously, again, you want him back in that defense because we still don't want him going up against a 90 pace. If he goes up against a Haaland lengthy, he's still going to be absolutely beat. But in the mid, he's got that little bit of a security that he's not going to be last man. He's not going to be the centre back. So he can have that security of not being the problem, like not being the final decision, say. He's great at the defending. The physical side of him's good. I think he's definitely a good player. Like I said, he's probably, I'd say, bottom to a good level. In terms of top, you're going to need better. You're 100% going to need better. When you're coming up against pro teams with icons, with the top-end specials, this guy's not going to keep up with a one-to-watch Haaland. Never. Absolutely never. And yes, that is somewhat the centre-back's responsibility as well. When it comes to these players going on that one-on-one battle, that's what we need. We need players that are going to counteract everybody. You need them to be able to do everything in any position. So Casemiro in the top level is going to be too slow. Even though the lengthy does add a great value to him, and I believe it would be the same for Cruz as well, I believe, from last week. I'm pretty sure he can be lengthy and again has a considerable amount of no pace, basically. So adding that lengthy meta is going to be really, really top end for this guy. I think he's definitely a good card, and I still 100% would want him in my red picks if we can this week. I think solid for right now. I'd happily give him, I'd say, in terms of DMs, I'd happily give him, I'd say, an 8 out of 10. I think there is definitely better. Maybe for 100k or less, I'd say. I wouldn't necessarily go all the way to 150, which is what he's at now. And I'm really interested to see if that is the case, because otherwise we are making bank today, which is very, very unheard of. But this card most definitely not 150 in my eyes. There is no way this card is more than that. Wow, okay. This card is expensive. I better sell mine pretty sharpish because there's no way that he's coming in at 160. That is absolutely crazy. So we'll get rid of mine now. I'd say 8 out of 10 is nice. Top end, I'd say he probably tails out a little bit. Bottom end, I think he's definitely a card that can be used. Hopefully you do get him in his red picks. Make sure you like and subscribe on this video. And if you want to check the left-hand side, always picked for you. And if you want to subscribe, I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.